This Valentine's Day, nothing says romance like the French, and food very well may be the way to your lover's heart.
Oh yeah, to stir up the feelings of your amore, we bring you a passionate chef known for her Southern-inspired French cuisine.
Chef Cindy Wolf combines her classic French training with the low country of South Carolina in her hit restaurant, Charleston.
The history of Southern food in that particular region has a lot of French influences, and French cooking is very, very close to my heart. I love French cooking.
She's sharing that love with her own twist on a Southern favorite, fried green tomatoes.
By adding lobster and crab hash, a little bit of lemon cayenne mayonnaise, some upland cress, which is a very tender, sort of spicy green, and a little bit of arugula oil to the plate, and take something that's a very traditional dish and make it really special.
First, you'll need an onion, potato, and green tomatoes.
You can use anywhere from that color to this one. As it gets more ripe, it's too soft to fry. So that's what you want to look for, that range in color of your tomatoes.
Saute your onion.
A little bit of color is nice, but not too much.
Boil your potatoes, then mix together, season, and add cooked lobster and crab meat.
Both the lobster and the crab meat love curry, as long as you don't put too much in. So just a little hint of it, and a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's all the seasoning you need. So that's your hash.
Next, bread your tomatoes in a little bit of cornmeal and cayenne pepper and deep fry. Give them a minute and then drain. When you're ready, layer the hash with upland cress, a little mayo and green tomato, and voila.
It makes a lot of people happy.
The perfect plate for your Valentine's date.
Now, Chef Wolf also says as an alternative, you could use shrimp instead of lobster. Just saute it in a little butter first.
But what if your Valentine's night involves more than two? Why not celebrate the love you share as a family?
And joining us today with a few tasty ideas is Tim Spindler from Maya Bella's Pizzeria in Salisbury. Thanks for joining us, Tim. Now, you got all kinds of stuff set out here, so what are we going to be making today?
Well, today we have two pizzas we're going to be making. We're going to be making a pepperoni pizza, which is pretty much everybody's favorite.
Right.
And we're also going to be making a meat lovers, which is what we sell the most of.
Okay, well, let's get started. I'm going to move over here, and you put us to work. What do we need to do?
Well, first thing we're going to do, got some flour. Okay. Spread some flour out on your table right here.
A little?
Good amount. There we go.
Good.
And same over here.
And same over here, okay.
Spread a little flour out. Okay, we're going to grab some dough here. All right. And since you have the bowl already,
okay,
we take the dough and we just put it in here. Go on either side, coat it nice on both sides,
okay,
and we'll set it out.
All right.
All right.
And there we go.
Right. Now you got three of them here. What's the difference between?
These are 16 inches that we'll be working with today. They're a little bit easier, not as big, so we don't have to worry about them stretching too far out. So these are 16 inches, and the other one I have behind me is an 18 inch, which is our extra large. 16 is our large.
Okay, so what do I start doing here?
Okay, so from here you're going to press out. Now you can do two hands or one hand. We're going to just go with one hand, and you're going to press out the rim. So we're going to move it around and just press it out like that, okay? There we go.
Does it matter how big?
You want it at least about my finger width. Right, your finger maybe about an inch, possibly. Your finger maybe a little bit too big.
What are you trying to say there?
I'm saying that you have
just
hands that are a lot bigger than mine.
I got a bump in mine, Tim.
Okay.
Is that an issue?
I do too.
It can be. You can shape it. You can move it around. See, dough is like Play-Doh. It's easy to play with.
You can tell when a pro has got his hands on this. Look at this guy.
Play with that and kind of stretch around. One thing nice about hand-tossed pizza, you're doing well, is that you can play with it. Round shape is not always necessary. You can have it a little bit rustic looking and make it kind of, the way you like it. Now, in the middle, okay, you see this bubble?
Got a bubble.
We don't want bubbles.
We don't want bubbles.
Okay, if you have aggression for today, pat the bubbles out, okay?
Lisa is thinking about
There we go. Pat the bubble out. There we go. There we go. Wonderful.
No more bubble.
No more bubbles. Okay, so we're going to turn it over. Now Lisa has already kind of stretched hers out a little bit.
Really?
And we're gonna kind of stretch it out.
All that.
Okay? Stretch it out from here.
Okay.
Okay?
So I flip it over?
Flip it over.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And we're going to stretch it out. Just take your hands, kind of hold it, and press out. Hold it, press out.
Gotcha.
You're going to go around and around.
All right.
Okay, just stretch it out. Okay, that's good, Lisa.
Keep going?
No, you're good. You are good.
How big do we want this?
Well, you want it about double the size when you start. Now your hands, once again, are a little bit bigger, so the next step, you may want to stretch yours out a little bit more.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of stretch it out a little bit.
I want to learn to do it like you do it.
Jimmy, just watch me to see how it's done.
There's my problem right there.
There you go. Okay, okay.
So from this step, we're going to pick it up, okay? You're going to grab it in your hand like this.
Okay.
Okay, you got it?
We'll see.
Okay, and then you're going to go back and forth, okay? Now, as you go back and forth, you want to rotate it. Now, you don't want to be as nice as you are with it.
I'm being too nice?
You're being a little too nice.
You need to be mean like me.
So, you don't want to turn it with your hand. Let me grab it. So what we want to do is we kind of want to go back and forth.
Oh, back and forth.
Back and
Yeah,
forth.
like this, Jimmy.
Rotate it around.
Okay.
Okay, as you're doing it, because it's stretching it out more.
Right.
Okay, and that's what we want to get to. We want to stretch it out a
This
little
is not
bit.
supposed to happen, is it?
That's not supposed to happen. Thumbs up. Not supposed to happen here. But that is okay. See, with dough,
We can
kind of like
fix it.
Play-Doh, you can pinch it off and you can
that.
fix it.
But otherwise,
But otherwise, so from this point, while Jimmy is doing that over here, we're going to stretch it out, okay?
Okay.
You want to be careful of that hole now. So we're going to stretch it out and kind of move it around and stretch it out. Okay?
Don't let her
Okay.
near mine. She'll poke a hole in
now,
just for fun.
while we're doing this, tell us, you guys got some pretty interesting pizzas, like the margarita pizza. I hear people rave about that. What's in it, or on it?
Margarita pizza is a red sauce-based pizza. It has a Mott's provolone blend on it, and it also has tomatoes wrapped around, chunks of mozzarella, and then at the end we put basil on top of it.
Okay.
And what that does, see Jimmy over here, he's having way too much fun
He
with it.
is
I
having
think
was that a problem? Oh, okay.
So we got to get a little bit bigger, so we're going to keep going around, keep going around.
See, if I'd have done that, I'd have hit Lisa with it.
And you might have. So we're going to keep turning it.
While you're doing that, tell me about the red, white, and green.
So the red, white, and green is a white-based pizza. It's a garlic ricotta sauce. Okay, and on that we have roasted red peppers, and we have spinach, and we have chicken that is tossed in pesto.
Right.
And topped on there, and then we put it in the oven for our
Nice.
4.5 minutes. It's delicious.
Okay.
Delicious.
So stretch it out more. This is,
That's a peel.
Okay.
It's a wood peel. You got two different types of peels. You got a metal peel, and you have a wood peel.
do you need flour on there?
You
right.
need to put flour on there. Yes.
I don't know if I put it on there.
Yep. And what that does by putting the flour on there helps when we put it in a brick oven, which unlike the oven you have behind you,
Right.
we slide it off. If you don't have flour on it or flour on the dough, it can stick. Which everybody that makes pizza, your pizza's going to stick at one point in time.
And speaking of pizza, we have one here. We're going to go ahead and give it a taste.
Okay.
The
Because
magic of TV. Oh, look at that.
it took Jimmy so long to
Oh,
get his
come
pizza
on.
looking like
But-
mine.
well, that's only 'cause
so
he
go
helped
ahead
me.
and take that baby out of the oven and serve
so
it up.
this is your metal peel right here.
All right.
And so we have a couple different pizzas in here.
Well, let's go with this one.
Yep.
Oh,
Go with this
looky
one
here.
right here.
I'm liking that a lot.
You got it?
Yeah, we got it. So, this is our pepperoni special Valentine's pizza here. We have little hearts that were cut out by one of our workers
Cut that bad
today.
boy up. I'm
And we're
wanting
gonna
some,
cut it
Tim.
up.
Come on
okay?
now.
All right.
All right,
So-
go ahead and cut it up. We got to taste this baby. It
So-
looks good.
Oh, and I love the hearts. That is so
There you go.
awesome. That is
So you
terrific.
just grab it and go.
So we're gonna grab it. We're gonna grab it.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Nice.
There we go.
Is there a technique that I need to?
Well, New York
Fold it and
style
go?
pizza.
Right.
It either dips or you can fold.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to fold.
Delicious.
and
There
you
we
take
go.
that.
Take that.
Now, still ahead on Delmarva Life, we are still trying to figure out exactly where Brian is on Delmarva. So, Brian, give us our next clue.
Well, Lisa, here is your second and final clue. Here we go. Clue number 2. The town's name came from the joining of land. That's it. No more clues. I'll reveal where I am when we come back. Stay with us. You're watching Delmarva Life.
Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.
All right.